From the rack at Rutgers University, Jersey Sports Zone brings you highlights of the non-public A tournament final. We have St. Peter's Prep, the number 4 seed, taking on Don Bosco, seeded number 3. This game was more than exciting with a double overtime finish, so let's pick up in the third quarter with the Ironmen leading 28-23. St. Peter's feeds Mark Walker down low. We've seen him before on the football field, and he would have a great game tonight against Don Bosco. He gets St. Peter's within 3 of the Ironmen. But Don Bosco remains in control. It's Matt Harazmi hitting the 3, makes the score 31-25. And folks, I'm telling you, remember that shot because we would get to see it again. We move on to the fourth quarter now. St. Peter's still trailing, but Walker finds Brendan Thiel down low for the layup, and that would give St. Peter's the lead for the first time all night. Following that, Rutgers commit Ron Harper would tie the game back up for the Ironmen with this drive. But as we wind down the final minutes of the game, Don Bosco finds himself in some foul trouble, and so football star Shane Simon hits the line along with teammate Jack Pettit to give St. Peter's a 4-point lead with 24 seconds on the clock. Then Harazmi again, he lays it in, but in the next 0.5 seconds, Simon would get fouled once more, and he'd make one of those foul shots to give St. Peter's a 3-point lead. But I told you all to remember that shot from before. Don Bosco finds Harazmi on the 3-point line again. Swish with 2.4 seconds on the clock. Harazmi ties the game back up at 48, and that would send us into our first OT. But before that, Bosco is now missing a key member of their starting roster, Marcellus Earlington. Fouls out of regulation, and you better believe that would change the game plan. Then Harper with the drive-in gets the first score of OT to make it 50-48 Ironmen, but once again, fouls take their toll. Walker on the line this time. He sinks them both to tie the game up at 54 with 1 minute left to play in the first overtime. That time would run out and we would head into the second. 1:30 left to play in OT number 2, and St. Peter's inbounds to Brendan Thiel once again. They now only trail Don Bosco by 1 point. But with 11.8 seconds on the clock, St. Peter's takes the lead when Simon drives in, kisses it off the glass, and makes the score 59-58. And here comes the game changer, 0.6 on the clock. It's Harazmi again, this time with the drive in, and a foul is called on Will White. That would send Harazmi to the line, and all sorts of pressure on these 2 shots. He nails the first to tie the game back up, and now the second. But yes, he's got it. Don Bosco takes the lead 60-59 with 0.6 seconds on the clock. And St. Peter's with simply no time left. The last-ditch effort is no good, and Don Bosco wins a nail-biter. They got caught up in 2 overtimes but came out on top anyway and are once again the non-public A final champions. No doubt tonight's star was Matt Harazmi with a game-tying 3-pointer and 2 clutch foul shots to seal the deal. We caught up with him and the rest of Don Bosco's starters in a post-game press conference.
When I got fouled, I had a little bit of deja vu. Last year there was 3.2 seconds. This year it was 0.6. But I've been practicing free throws even after that game, so to prepare for moments like this. And I got fouled. I stepped back to half court. Ron came to me and was like, you've been here before. So I knew my teammates had confidence in me, and I always have confidence in myself, and I stepped up and knocked both down.
The second half, even though you get tired in the first overtime, you just got to keep pushing because it's a sectional title and it doesn't get any better than this, and you just don't want it to end.
Want to see highlights and features from your favorite school? Jersey Sports Zone is entirely supported by our great sponsors. Email marketing@jerseysportszone.com to get your business in front of our loyal audience and highlights from your hometown.